How we doing, sports bettors? GhostPicks team, Justin here, guys. Saturday was not nice to us in the least. We had probably the worst puck luck we've had all season. We went 0-3 in the NHL, but we did go 1-0 in the MLB. However, it doesn't take the sting out of what happened with hockey when we very well could have had a monster day and just really got the wrong end of the stick. Looking what we did, we'll go into that. However, I will say today's card is the perfect time for us to go ahead and bounce back. I told you guys we have been 11 of the last 13 days we've had positive return on investment. That's not going to shy me from what we're doing. I told you guys, even watching these games yesterday, we very well should have won all three of the games that we lost, and it was a shame the way it happened. But I mean, I've been on the other end of those games as well. It just hurts with the units that we lost, and we're going to try to get those ones back. Going forward with what we have today, there is a very nice NHL schedule on the board, as well as MLB. Looking to capitalize on that. We've been fairly successful so far this MLB season. Looking to continue what we did in the NHL. There's 7 games on the board in the NHL. We're looking at taking at least 3 of them, and I'm hoping to have 15 units out on the board today. And it is Sunday fun day, fellas. You guys can go ahead and hop on that and hop on Team Justin's bounce back, and you guys can go ahead and set yourself up for the rest of the week as we go into what we have next week. Yesterday, I'll tell you about the beats that we had. We were on Pittsburgh versus Washington. Pittsburgh did everything they could to win that game, except for score goals. And when I mean that, I mean they had so many opportunities, so many missed nets, so many posts, and then they would just dominate the pace of play, and the Caps would come down and sneak one past Jari. It was absolutely frustrating as can be to watch, and I mean, that's all I can really say about that. Going to the next game, we were on Nashville moneyline, a smaller unit play, trying to capitalize on Nashville playing well and Florida kind of being due for a loss, as well as Spencer Knight being in net. The kid's been an absolute leaky faucet all year long, and Nashville's playing well the entire game. Spencer Knight made some pretty big saves. You can't discredit the kid there, but it was just, same thing. They dominated the pace of play for 15 minutes, and Florida would take over for 5, and they were up 2-1. And then there was a couple empty netters, and it looked way worse than it was, but Nashville very easily should have won that game. And we put all late play, something I don't normally do, kind of chasing, I would say. I wouldn't say chase, but the play was there. I mean, the line made sense. It's hard to go against Colorado, I should say. And I should have known better, but I mean, the line, the numbers, the line, everything added up and said that Edmonton should have won that game. They went into OT. I would say if there's one team in the country that I want, in the world I want, is Edmonton in overtime. I mean, yeah, McDavid, Draisaitl, they usually stay out there for the entire 5 minutes, and they're just so fast. They don't get the job done. They lose in a shootout, and it's just a tough day. We were on the Rockies plus 1.5, taking on the Dodgers. Snuck out a win there. Rockies actually won on the money line, which is nice. But you can never relax in baseball. There's no rocking chair winners in baseball. But we got the dub there. We got the dub, free play for you guys. I'm happy if you were on the Canucks. They took care of business taking on the Sharks. Like I said, guys, we had some bad luck yesterday, and we really want to go ahead and try to get this thing going again. Looking forward to today, though. We have a free play for you guys. The free play's coming in the NHL, and we're taking an over. We're taking a Dallas versus Chicago over. Both these teams have the ability to really lock it down, but the one thing I will say is that Dallas has been giving up more and more chances the past few games, and Chicago has been scoring fairly well. Obviously, they traded Marc-Andre Fleury. They went with Lehkonen. He has not been really producing, in my opinion. Game's at 5.5. It's going to be a lower scoring game. It might be right around 6. We might be waiting on an empty netter, but I think this game for sure goes over, and I'm taking the over in the Chicago-Dallas game. Hop on Team Justin Sunday Fun Day. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and set you guys up for success for the rest of the week. It's going to be a wild week. It's going to be a wild Sunday. We're going to bounce back big. Good luck. God bless. Grind down, and let's go.